Hey, my name BK, and today we're gonna do a little something different. Yes, we did. Yes, we are. So, why do I have this lemon? Cause life makes life sweetener. Hey, Ariana. Um, so this is gonna be a little series that I'm gonna do. I'm going to put my best effort at trying to knock out all these videos tonight. I'm gonna do at least 3, I know for sure, but they're not gonna be too long. Shout outs to all those, my spirit fam, soul tribe, and all those with the same vibe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you for tapping in. But these are going to be astrology videos, as the title has so dictated. It's astrology with BK. Why it's important? Let's start with your sun sign, because everybody kind of like is has you know base knowledge of sun signs and zodiacs when it comes to astrology. So we'll start there, and I'm gonna go through like natal chart placements, not specific placements, but just why the placement that you have is important for you in your life, right? Okay, so let's get started. So your sun sign, what does that mean and what is it? So your sun sign, right, is the sign that you're most familiar with when it comes to your zodiac sign. Like when people ask you what your sign is, that's is the season, is that month, that time, and the day that you were born. That's what how you get your sun sign, because the zodiac seasons, it's about 30 days per season, and depending on the day and the month that you were born, determines what your sun sign is. Now, your sun sign, it is many things, it means many things, and it is important in many ways, but we just gonna break it down to like the simplest, most basic stuff. So your sun sign, it's your actions, right? It's your drive, it's your willpower, right? I also take the sun sign as something, it's an aspect of yourself that you may be born with, but it's something that you more so grow into, if that makes sense. Like, when it comes to studying astrology, your sun sign usually kind of depicts like your physical body, for one, like the body that you were born with, and the energy that drives that vessel, that vehicle, right? It also represents the influences bestowed upon you, in biology and by the cosmos, of like your more father type role energies in your life, like that male figure that's most dominant. The sun sign kind of has an aspect of that in it. It's important because, and this is just my opinion, these are things that I've come across and how I've come to enter and understand these concepts, right? So your sun sign, right, is the body that you were born into. I consider really more so the sun sign as like your earth sign, because we are earth beings and we live on the planet Earth, and the sun sign is that earth time of. Anyway, so I see the sun sign as your earth sign, meaning like your physical body. And with that, it influences a lot the way that you use your body and the actions that you take, and the way that you physically go about life. Like, there are other placements that kind of can add or take away from this, but your sun sign is the most important, because as you go through life, you learn more and more how to embody the traits and characteristics of that season, of that sign, of that, astrological energy. Like, say, for instance, so I'm a sun in Capricorn, right? So that means I was born with a body that runs on Capricorn fuel as energy to do things, right? And even though I was born with the Capricorn body, and these are like Capricorn things, this is like a Capricorn specific type thing, but for the sign of Capricorn, right, life is generally usually kind of more so difficult in the beginnings of life, and it gets easier as you go along. I don't think it actually gets easier. I just think that as a Capricorn and as someone who's growing and evolving, learning the world and being a part of it, that over time it just becomes more so in my body of how things are in this physical realm. And it becomes not easier, the body becomes stronger, right? It's easier for me to adapt to situations and use my body and drive in the way that I know that, my body works to do the things that I need to get done. Um, let's see what else. Cuz again, these aren't going to be too long. But the sun sign, right? In a day-to-day way, it's the way that you move through the day in your physical body. Like, not the places you go, like, not the things going on internally. It's your actual body. And how you use that sun energy can, and we're in a physical 3D place, so that sun energy that you hold, that's the most physical thing that you have in this actuality to be able to accomplish things, right? Like, you can send your mind anywhere and your emotions can be all over the place. Like, you could have mixed feelings of love and admiration and confusion, or some of the more negative terms. All of those things really don't affect how your physical body works. And over time, your body becomes more attuned to things, and kind of gets into more of a sync. Like synchronicities, like synchronization, like synchronized swimmers, yes. Like, your body just naturally goes through the motions of knowing how to do things better and better over time. But it also, even though it's something that you may not fully embody into, like, later into your life because of other aspects, it's still something that you have and deal with and use from the time that you're born until, the next stage of existence, whatever that may be. And so, with that being said, I probably should have took some notes, but my name BK. This was just off the dome. I'm probably gonna take some notes, come back and talk about it a little more. But for now, hey, you are a wonderful. It's always great to see you. Watch another one, and I'll actually be right back. So stay tuned to come right back with me. Tap in when I tune in, and you could be posted when I post if you hit that notification bell. And also, subscribe if you haven't already. And if this made any look a bit of sense, hit that like button. Because this was just like first take, one take Drake, and we just doing this. But I promise you, it's going to be more put together and better and more informational as we go along. Plus, I kind of look at the sun sign as more like one of the most shallow aspects when it comes to studying astrology, because it is like your physical body. It is just what's on the surface. It is, your immediate, what people physically see about you. And depending on your sign, different parts of your body are more prominent, more active, are more utilized in your everyday. Like, for instance, and again, I'm a Capricorn, so with the Capricorn sun sign, the part of our body that is most active is the knees, the skin, and the skeletal system. Basically, every part of the human vessel that helps you move through things, helps you it helps you climb and keeps things contained. Yeah. For Aries, like it would be the head. For Pisces, the feet, and then everything else is in between. You see, we'll get there. Watch another one though. About to come back, and we're gonna talk about the moon, which is one of my favorites actually. Subscribe. Yeah.